Skip it up and that up. So a lot of you are seeing the title of this video and are assuming it's clickbait or I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. I actually truly feel that I owe Anita Sarkeesian an apology. Here's what I mean. Mr. Repzion, he's a pretty big channel on YouTube. He does like current events and stuff like that. Occasionally he dabbles in gaming, but that's not his main thing. Put up a video saying that he was visited by the FBI. Now, you could watch the original video below. There's maybe some details I'm missing out on because he's kind of, I guess he was a little shook up, so he's kind of like haphazard. He explains it decent, but there was it just kind of went back and forth, the story all over the place. Back in October, she was giving a speech somewhere, and someone sent her a threatening email. And not only did this person, you know, they're a coward, they're hiding behind their computer sending email, they took coward to a whole new level and pretended to be him. They signed the email Mr. Repzion, and they included all these kind of different slurs in there, like faggot and everything else. It was just very whatever. Now, the FBI visited him. He even asked him if he could make a video on this. They said, sure, just don't use our names. And yeah, she was actually threatened. It was a vague threat, and not only was it a vague threat that they were going to, you know, harm her, they were going to put a bomb in the school and all this other crap. Not only did they remain anonymous, they actually put through someone else who had nothing to do with it under the bus. Now, Mr. Repzion, he has made videos before being critical of her, but he's never threatened her. I watched the guy. I know he has never threatened her or said he wanted anyone to commit bodily harm against her. As a matter of fact, he has the same viewpoint I did. I made a video on it a while back saying if she is actually receiving threats, I think the threats are bullshit, and no one's life should be threatened because of their opinion. No matter how much you disagree with it or how much you dislike the person, make a video on them, you know, make a blog about them, you know, put your opinion out there in a healthy way. What bothers me about this is why is it that human beings are so obsessed with their own ideal that they're willing to take someone else's life to make sure that their outlook on things. Now, I'm not a fan of Anita Sarkeesian too, but there's so many people out there that there's been dictators that have come to power who've wanted to kill millions of people simply because they want their outlook on life, what they consider ideal they want to force that upon other people. Why are we that way? Why do we, throughout centuries upon centuries upon centuries, we have killed each other over my religion's better than your religion, or my God's better than your God? I mean, the Crusades, for Christ's sake, they wanted to spread Christianity by slitting other people's throats. Now, that's extremism. I get it. I'm not saying that Christians are like that, but I'm just saying that's how religion is. Other religions have been like that too. Why do we always have these certain group of people, or why is it human nature for a certain part of our species to want to force their opinion so hard down someone's throat that if you don't agree with them, they will end your life, or want to end your life, or want to see bodily harm happen to you? I don't get it. So Anita, I've questioned before in the past if you've actually been threatened, and obviously I was wrong, and you have been, because if these threats didn't happen, the FBI wouldn't have knocked on Mr. Repzion's door. So it is happening, it is out there, and it needs to stop. You don't like what she says, that's fine, but do a blog about it. Like I said, do a video about it. Don't threaten to end the woman's life or hurt her or her family because you don't like what she says. There's better ways of handling it. Grow the hell up and stop being cowards. Have a good one.